All right, we're ready for our practice and homework. You guys always do amazing on this, so I know this will be easy for us. We're going to make another bar graph. Today we're going to do another survey, so remember, if you look right down below the video, if you need to use any teachers, you can always use us in the graph. Now, what we're going to do is, sorry, I had to find my crayon so I could graph myself. What we're going to do is we're going to ask 10 friends which meal they like best, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And then we're just going to make our bar graph. After we make our bar graph, we have some questions to answer. Remember, I can't do it with you because I don't have your bar graph, and they're all going to be different based on our survey. So if I were to graph myself and only myself, I love breakfast. I think it is the greatest meal of the day. So I would for sure color myself in for breakfast. If I could go to bacon and jam every day, I would go. So now you're going to use first you're going to make your graph. So you're going to pause this, go ahead. You can text, you can call, you can FaceTime if you want to find people that you know and graph them. You can look at the chart below here, or you can use our Facebook group, whatever you would like. But go ahead and graph 10 people. So right now I have me on here. That means you only need 9 more. And then after that, you'd add yourself. So it would be 8 more. So ask family, friends, or use your teachers to graph it, okay? Now next, we're going to do number 2. So go ahead and pause if you're not ready. For number 2, it says how many children chose breakfast? Blank children. So look at your graph, count your children, or go to the end and drop down to tell me how many children chose breakfast. Number 3, which meal was chosen by the most children? So again, you're going to compare your bars, and the bar that has the most, you're going to write the word here. Remember to use the word from your graph. I love when we sound out, but if we have a way to solve it or a way to figure out that word in our page, we want to be problem solvers and figure that out. So use your words up here to spell it, okay? Number 4, what if 10 children chose breakfast? How many children could choose lunch or dinner? Now, this one is going to have you thinking. It's our problem solving. If I did my graph, and on my graph, I had 10 people. My whole family just loves breakfast too. 10 people chose breakfast. Then how many people could pick lunch or dinner? Remember, and I'm going to give you a big hint here. Remember that in the survey, I told you to ask 10 people. So if 10 people picked breakfast, I want you to think with that big brain of yours, how many could have chosen lunch and dinner then? You're going to write that answer on the line. So how many do you think? And then number 5 says, use words and pictures to show how to make a bar graph about favorite storybooks. So we did this once before. Remember, if I were going to do it, I'll pick it up here. I'm going to make my rectangle. You're going to leave room for the name of your book, and you could just do 2 books if you want to. Totally fine. And then you go ahead and make your bars and color them in. You could put your title right up here. If you don't have room for that, that's okay. Just name your 2 storybooks, or if you have more than one, you can. But you're just making your own bar graph about some storybooks and inventing the numbers however you want to. All right, friends, one more page, and then we are done with math for the week. So super exciting. You've got this. Just go ahead and turn to the next page, and I will see you on the next slide.